Hey sewing friends, so I just finished the McCalls 7353 and I made version C here with the cowl neck, and I made it out of this olive green merino wool that I got from the fabric store. Now admittedly, when this first arrived, and I remember seeing on the computer that it wasn't the olive green color that I like. It has more of a brownish, taupish undertone to it. So when it arrived, I thought, ugh, I don't know about it. But after sewing with it and working with it and ironing it, I can really appreciate the quality of the fabric, and I can actually see sort of the gold undertones underneath. So I'm actually quite happy with this fabric, and I'm really glad that I got it. Now I made version C with the cowl neck for two reasons. One, because it's still cool or cold here in Northern California, so I thought the cowl neck would be nice for the winter months, or at least for January. And combined with the kind of dark fall autumn color of the olive green, I thought it would complement the dress, having the cowl neck. Second is that I've made the scoop neck version a couple of times, and I've gotten complimented on the dress as well. And so I thought by adding the cowl neck, it'll maybe give it a different aesthetic, because I don't want it to look like I'm just regurgitating the same dress over and over again and just switching out the fabric. So I thought I would give the cowl neck a try, and I have to say I am really pleased with it. I wore this this dress today, and I felt really good in it. So let me go ahead and give you a real quick twirl. Now I also tried this with kind of a brown belt rather than the black belt. So today I wore this with black tights and a black belt because I knew it would be cool in the office with the weather and all. But I've also paired it with a kind of my brown belt. And then I realized, and this is one of the advantages I think of using a color palette or having your colors done, is that without even thinking, I had the brown belt on, and I was just kind of getting some ideas of what it would look like and how I could wear the dress. And I thought, oh my gosh, this would look great with my Merlin coat that I want to say I just finished, but technically I still need to do the hem, and my plan is to get the hem done this weekend. Thanks, Carla, by the way, from Sewing Circle. I wasn't sure. I didn't understand the instructions on how to do the hem. And last Saturday, Carla, who's in our sewing circle, explained it to me, and the light bulb just clicked on. And so I plan on finishing that and getting the button on this weekend. But I liked how the two go together. And if I were to have to wear this out someplace, I would feel, I don't know, I would feel really good having my coat and my dress, and they kind of go together. And yeah, so I'm happy with both those makes. And I thought I would share with you my plans, my January plans, because as it turns out, it's kind of an outfit. And I hadn't really planned it that way, but as I was looking through my stash and looking through my patterns, I thought, you know what? This would make a great outfit. Let's do this. So the first one, let me go ahead and grab the stuff, and I'll show you what my plans are for January. Okay, I told you about this before, but I've actually made some progress on this. First thing I'm making are these pants, Vogue 1993, these pants, and I want to make it out of this black wool twill, which is definitely a bottom weight. I don't know if you can really see the twill pattern in it, and it's such a shame that you can't feel the quality of the fabric, because it's really going to make a nice pair of trousers. And I started on my toile yesterday. Oh my gosh, I am so thrilled with this pants pattern so far. All I did was make up my toile, and I'm using the horizontal balance lines. Yes, I need to make adjustments, but I got to tell you, because I think I've tried like 3 or 4 pants patterns over the last couple of years, and I've always, I didn't like, and I didn't know how to do the adjustments on them. Then I started to do a deep dive, really reading the fitting book, and let me show you the book I'm talking about. So yeah, The Perfect Fit. I started doing a deep dive and really reading and absorbing what I was reading and putting into practice what I was reading. And I'm really enjoying this book and learning a lot from it. And so all I did was sew up the sides, put the legs together, put them on, and I went, oh my God, these, and this is muslin. This is just muslin. They don't fit, and this is actually going to be the subject of my next video on Tuesday, making my pants. But yay, I think I'm actually going to get a really nice pair of pants out of this. And if the pattern, if I can do it, I have several fabrics that I want to show you that I want to use to make additional pants out of them. So that's project number 1 for January, is a pair of black pants, Vogue 1993. Then I remember last year, and I don't know if you've seen it, but people wearing blouses. They're like a blouse, but they're a cropped blouse. So it has kind of the formal look of a button-up blouse, but it's cropped. And I really like that idea. And when I was in Charlotte for Frock Tales, I was going through a fabric store, and I saw this pattern by Closet Core. It's the Cali shirt. And this view here really caught my eye because it's not quite the button-up. I mean, it can be. This is one of those patterns like I was talking about before. It gives you a lot of different variations. So if you look at the line drawings, you can have a hidden button placket with just a regular collar stand, or you could do the traditional collar and a full placket, or even a half placket. I mean, there's plenty of things you could do to make several garments out of the same pattern. So anyhow, I like the idea of this little halfy shirt, and I had a couple of things in mind, and I think I might need your help. First off, I thought, okay, I like the idea of just having a neutral with it, so I have this kind of off-white silk noir, which I thought would make a nice little outfit. So the black pants and sort of a half-cropped kind of button-up shirt look. Then when I was making my Georgette skirt and I needed some underlining, I bought this really nice silk twill, and I thought, oh, this is so nice. So I thought maybe I want to do more of a drapey silk instead of the more natural kind of fabric. And because I'm kind of trying to let my inner self shine, I wanted to try and add a little sparkle to this. So I had ordered a long time ago off of Etsy, I wanted like some sparkle, somehow to add some sparkle, and I couldn't really find anything, but I came across kind of this netting. It was like a tool for weddings or something, and I'm a little about it because I wanted it in an ivory, off-white ivory, because that is in my color palette. That is the color of the fabrics that I'm buying. And they said it was off-white. Now maybe it is, but it sure looks white to me. Let me show you. See, it's kind of like little netting that has, actually, when you look at it, it's actually kind of pretty because you have these little, I don't know, little threads running through it. And so what I thought would be fun is to maybe just have it on the placket. So you have like a button-up shirt, but maybe on just the placket, and I don't know, maybe someplace else. But on the noir, you can definitely see the difference between a white and an off-white. So I don't like those together at all. I'm not sure how it's coming out on camera, but in real life, you can really see the natural color of the silk noir and the brightness of the netting or the tulle. And by doing that, it actually kind of looks cheap to me. It looks like a cheap blouse barn blouse. So I thought, well, what would it look like with this beautiful, oh, this is just, you guys, I'm in love with this fabric, this silk twill that I got. It's kind of a better match, but again, it's not quite, it's off-white and white as far as I'm concerned. You can really see sort of the yellow, in my opinion. So then I thought, well, what do I have? And I'm sorry, this thing is like unfolding and it's just kind of growing. Oh no. So I actually do have this really nice white linen that it goes on really perfect. And I'm kind of embarrassed because I can't show it to you because I can't find it. And I've been cleaning out my sewing room, trying to get it organized. I was touching that white linen, no lie, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, I don't know. And now I can't find it. I've looked in my sewing bins. I've looked all over my sewing room. I know I can find it eventually. I thought that that was the best match for adding this little sparkle. As I said, maybe on the button placket, maybe on the cuffs. So I've got to give that some thought. And then I guess the last garment that I have planned is one that I had bought the fabric years ago, and it's the Miller waistcoat. And I had bought their Harris wool because that's how they had advertised at Merchant and Mills. You know, the Miller waistcoat is from Merchant and Mills. And they'd kind of like advertised it, or you know how they have models wearing it. Well, they had, you know, this Harris wool or Harris tweed, which was quite pricey. And I don't know if you can see where I'm going with this, but this would definitely work as an outfit because this is kind of blue and black. You got some black pants, and then you got kind of a nice off-white blouse, you know, and here's your vest. So I thought, oh, they would be great separates that I could wear. I mean, because come on, black pants goes with a myriad of tops that I could make, and a white button-up would go with several. In fact, I already have a couple of skirts and pants in mind that would go with this. And then, of course, the waistcoat is just, you know, a little frosting on top. So those are my January plans. And I thought, okay, good. I have everything all set, ready to go. And then I get an email from my office manager today talking about the schedule. You know, tax season is coming up, and I work for a CPA, a couple of CPAs, so, you know, tax season is very busy. She was telling us about the schedule, and then she said she is planning a tax season kickoff dinner for January 24th, and that's where we go to a nice dinner. Remember how I said, like, oh, you know, our Christmas dinner was a potluck? Well, on second thought, after giving it some thought, it's like, no, we've always had the nice dinner, I think, in early January. I think it is a kickoff dinner versus the holiday dinner. And with that in mind, I thought, okay, I need to add one more garment to my January plans. So let me show you. I have fabric in mind. I just don't quite have patterns in mind. So let me give you an idea, and maybe you can help me with what I should make with it. Hold on just a moment. I've been consciously trying to sew from my stash because I found that, you know, in one of the videos I never quite finished, and I should probably finish it. I found that I have bought fabric that I kind of had buyer's regret with. Either it was the wrong type of fabric for the pattern that I had in mind, or it was really kind of out of my color palette, or it was just not my style. You know, it's like, honestly, I saw somebody on YouTube buy it, and I thought, oh, they look gorgeous in it. Well, that's their style, not mine, but I went ahead and bought the fabric anyway. So I'm trying to work through it and use it as a way to have a garment to wear, but then also as to use it maybe as a wearable toile or something, sort of practice. But anyhow, one of the fabrics that I bought when I went to Mood Fabrics is this dark navy blue silk twill. And I don't know, yeah, in the light you can see the blueness, the navy blueness or the dark blueness of it. At first I think I bought it because I was going to make a jacket and I wanted this as the lining. And then I thought, no, this is too nice for lining. Let's make a blouse. And then as I was at Britex the other day, I thought, you know, I think I have 3 yards of this. I can make a dress. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it, but I think that it might be something I could use to make something for our kickoff dinner, because wouldn't it look great? Remember the sequins I bought? Look at these sequins, and I don't know if you can see the blue. Okay, I don't know how that's coming on camera, but I'm thinking I can make something really fun out of this. Or, I mean, this is kind of big sequins, and it is stretchy, and I think it looks the best with the blue. But let me show you the other sequins, because it does have some blue in it as well. And it's just so gorgeous. Don't you love it? This is the one with the fringe. So here is these sequins. And here is the blue silk. So I don't know. Does anything come to mind when you see these two together? Any patterns you have in your stash or any patterns you might have seen online? Because I'm thinking I could make something really fun for our kickoff dinner, but I only have 2 weeks to make it. So if you have any suggestions, please put them in the comments so I can look at them and make a decision and start sewing on it right away. Then the last thing I thought I would share with you, I did make a trip to Britex because I needed lining for my Georgette skirt. And of course, you know, it's a kind of a trip for us. It's like a whole day trip. So I don't want to go down there and just buy one thing. It kind of seems like a waste of time. So let me show you what I got while I was there. First of all, you know, this beautiful silk twill, which, oh my gosh, you guys, this feels so good. I wish, you know how you joke about smell-o-vision? I wish there could be, you know, because there's, you know, smells like when people are cooking and all. I wish there could be like touch-o-vision or something, or feel-o-vision, so you could feel how nice and soft and luxurious this silk is. So I got that while I was there. And then I got some more wool because I want to, you know, if I can get those Vogue pants to, that pants pattern to work. I have this. This is so gorgeous, and I'm looking at it on camera and it's like, yeah, it just looks, oh my gosh, this is so nice. This is, oh, just, I love it. And I think it's merino. Let's see. There is some merino in it. What does it say here? Yeah, it says merino wool by Luciano. So it has a really nice hand to it, a really nice drape and feel. And I had actually taken this down and said, yeah, you know, the blue silk. And I said, yeah, you know, can you sort of help me match it up with some wool to make some pants? And so they had kind of come out with this, but I don't think these two really look that great together. I think it looks better with the sequins, to tell you the truth. But, you know, if I can get that white blouse done, or as I said, I have a ton of other plans, but I did go ahead and get the wool to make a pair of pants, and I think I'll have enough left over to make a straight skirt. And then while I was down there, I had a gift certificate from my daughter for Christmas, and then I also got a gift card from my work. And so I had kind of had my eye on some silk charmeuse that was online. Had little doggies on it, and I thought it was so cute. So I asked it, you know, to see it. Now, admittedly, when I saw it in person, the little doggies were smaller than I thought. I thought they were going to be bigger. So when I saw it in person, it wasn't as cute as I thought it would be. But I still couldn't resist it. So let me show you them. It's in here someplace. Oh, so cute. Look at the little doggies. Okay, look at this. This is a really nice silk charmeuse with little doggies. And as my husband said, well, if I take him home, I'm going to have to take care of him, feed him, bathe him, you know. Yes, I will take care of him. So I got 3 yards of, you know, 2.5 yards of this because I want to make the Armadale dress by Style Arc Fabrics. And then I kind of like, of the colors, I liked the mint green. So I went ahead and just got some Bemberg lining for the skirt. Now the lining's going to be on the inside. Nobody's going to know, or nobody's going to see it. But you know, lining to me is kind of fun. Sometimes I kind of like to just have some fun lining. So anyhow, that's what else I got with my gift cards that my work and my daughter had given me. So, and again, that's going to be the Armadale dress by Style Arc. So I have 4 garments planned for January, and I don't know if I can really get them all done. I have the Vogue pants, which I think I'm halfway done. I think with this one toile that I have, I can probably make some adjustments, and I think I can get by with only doing 1 more toile, maybe 2 more, and I can sew those up. And they're actually pretty easy pants. They do have a fly zip, which I've never done, but they don't have pockets. They don't have welt pockets or inseam pockets, and they're a facing rather than a waistband. So I think those will be pretty easy to make up. I will have to toile this closet core shirt because I don't like how this, now I know it's a high-low top and I have no problem with that. I like the fact that it's high-low, but this looks almost like it's tilting in front, almost like it's not long enough, like it doesn't fit. It needs a little bit more length. And because I have a big chest, I think that I want the front to come all the way down and be level rather than angle up, because I feel that it will just look like it's too small and that my boobs are making the shirt go up too much. So I'm going to have to toile that. So I have 2 toiles. The Miller waistcoat, I've made that before. I've made all the pattern adjustment. That'll be a pretty quick make. I can get that made up pretty quick. The only thing, the 4th garment, I'm not so sure about because it's the sparkles. I have no idea what pattern I'm going to use. So this is really, and I only have 2 weeks to figure out what to do to wear to our kickoff dinner. And you know, I wonder if I could like make a dress out of this and do some sort of like, I don't know, bolero jacket or something out of this. I don't know, guys, give me some ideas. You guys are, I know you're way more creative than I am. You guys have great ideas. So let me know in the comments what I can make. And I'll see if I can get all 4 of them done in January. Those are my plans. Let me know what your plans are in the comments, and I will see you next time, guys. Bye.